On today's episode of the Nostalgia Test podcast, we invite Naomi, host of the Dope Nostalgia podcast, to put 5 spooky season music videos to the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test. Spooky season. Welcome to the Nostalgia Test podcast, the show where 3 longtime friends put pop culture's past to the ultimate test, the Nostalgia Test. I don't know when I made that. Okay, there we go. Everyone, welcome.
I was wondering where that was from.
I made that, man. I used to make a lot of these drops. It's crazy. Well, welcome everyone to the Nostalgia Test podcast. I'm your host, Dan Dissinger, here in LA. And I'm joined by my co-host and longtime friend, Billy D'Elia, there in North Carolina. Billy, what's up? How you doing?
Good, bro. How you doing?
You know, good. We just recorded one, so we're already on that. We're in that momentum. We just did an episode on Vampire's Kiss, which who knows if it's out. Probably should be out. Took a lot out of us. It was
Listen to the podcast. Don't watch the movie.
Spoilers, but like,
yeah.
But we're looking forward to this one. We're doing another
Yes.
spooky season Halloween episode, 5 music videos. And this is really awesome because actually we haven't done a music video episode for Halloween since the beginning of the podcast. The first one that we did was like episode 17, and we're now like 150, 160 something episodes
Oh, wow.
in. So it's been a while since we did one for Halloween. So I'm really looking forward to this. And today we're joined by an awesome guest, someone who's doing an amazing podcast. So we're here with Naomi, host of the Dope Nostalgia podcast. Naomi, thank you so much for joining us.
This is awesome meeting you guys. Thank you for having me on the show.
Yeah, no, thank you for doing it.
Thanks
I
for
mean,
coming on.
we would, we love everyone out there doing all this awesome nostalgia content. They're like everywhere, and it's been so fun to meet everyone. And we've been trying to actually plan this because like all the days were like kind of like not meshing, and we're all over the place. I mean, me here in LA, Billy, North Carolina, you're in Canada. So like it's always like, it's amazing that everyone's doing this everywhere, but it's a little bit of a difficulty to plan it, but we're glad you're here. Why don't you tell everyone about, your podcast, what you do, and, a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, well, it's funny you say like there's so much nostalgia going on right now, especially I think since COVID. It kind of like ignited a spark for better days again. And
Yep.
so I had this podcast planned before, just in the fall of 2019, that I was like, well, what if I sit around and talk with friends about some of the one-hit wonders of the 90s, some of the people who had big songs, or some of the TV shows that were on that were pop music culture. And 2020 hit. So the silver lining on that cloud for me was the ability to actually go, well, what if I try to interview the artists themselves? Because they're not doing anything right now.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I just went for it. I started writing people on their social media. I wrote some agents and started getting actual stars from the past on Dope Nostalgia. And it's been an absolute blessing. 250 episodes later, here we are 5 years down the road, and it's just been
That's
growing.
freaking awesome.
That's amazing.
Yeah, congrats. That's awesome.
What kind of episodes, if you had to what episodes have been your favorite so far?
Ooh. Okay, I'm a big New Kids on the Block fan, so whenever we do a New Kids episode, and that is a lot of fun. The boy band stuff is great. I've got to interview some pretty cool people like Vinrock from Naughty by Nature, and
Oh, shit.
yeah, I just
That's
interviewed.
awesome.
I just interviewed one of the members of Ace of Base last week.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like
Love me some Ace of Base.
oh, it's been so cool, and it's
That's
just
awesome.
like, I really like talking to like some of the people who only had a hit or two, because I always want to know what they're doing and what was that like for them. So those are some of the favorite shows. Yeah,
That's really cool.
That's really cool. Yeah, I think that's something that, when Manny and I started this, who Manny's not on today's episode, which, hey, this happens. That's why we have Billy, and Billy's killing it this year as like one of the, as a third co-host. But we started actually, like when we did the podcast, we were like, let's just do it. We're hanging out. It's COVID, kind of same thing. And then all of a sudden, like we'd have authors like reach out to us, like writing these pop culture books, and we had the director of the Orange Years on, and that's been amazing. And recently, I mean, everyone could check this episode out. We had Mike Ferguson, who's like this insane like actor, YouTube content like actor as well. Like he's all over the place. I mean, when we asked him at the end of the episode, we're like, well, how do people get to, find your stuff? He's like, just Google Mike Ferguson. And he's just like, they'll come up, and I'm just like, okay. And it was amazing. But yeah, it's been cool to kind of just be in this space. But that's amazing. Wow, Ace of Base. I love Ace of Base too. It was fucking awesome.
yeah.
Talk to them.
Every time this happens, I'm just as surprised as anyone else. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe they talked to me. This is so cool.
I love it.
Right? It's amazing. Well, we have a great episode today. So we are going to put 5 music videos who are like spooky season themed to the test, see if they're still good, if they're just nostalgic, or maybe so terrible that we were just like, what is this? Like pop culture mistake? I don't know. And actually this started because when we were talking, you were like, you wanted to talk about the Backstreet Boys video, everybody. And I was like, yeah. And I'm like, you know what? We're kind of doing in this spooky season space. I'm like, let's put it together with other spooky season music videos. And I think we got a good crop of videos here. I think
That was solid.
there's some really good ones.
The only one I'd ever seen before was the Backstreet one. So this was all new to me.
Yeah. I was like, when I was sending it to you, I was like, I don't know what she's going to think, but here we go. Like, we're going to send these crazy videos. But we are going to start with the Backstreet Boys video. Everybody, Backstreet's back. And, look, if you've been living under a rock, if you've never seen this video or heard the song, get to it, listen to the song, watch the video. But the video is just unbelievable in a way. The video is directed by the American director Joseph Kahn, filmed in Los Angeles, and it really just has this Halloween type theme, and it's really well done. I feel like when I watch that video, it's like almost like a throwback, but an homage to all the large scale videos. Something like Thriller obviously comes to mind, and it's just unreal and huge. And every time I watch it,
value.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So why this one, Naomi? Like, you sent this to me even before we did this. What is it about this video?
Well, first of all, to allude to the modern day thriller idea, I think that's what Joseph Kahn absolutely wanted to do. And the fact that even some of the choreographies throws back to Thriller, like the hands moving like this, and like I think like that's what they were really going for. And this song not even having anything to do with Halloween. It was just, there's nothing spooky happening in the music. They just wanted to do this kind of a video. So unintentionally, it became a Halloween classic.
So weird.
Yeah, I had no idea because I hadn't seen this video probably since high school, so I totally forgot. And I'm like, this is such a weird, like, this song has nothing to do with it. I'm like, but it's such like a awesome, like, spooky Halloween monster video. And I'm like, what possessed them to do that? Like, why are they like, hey, we're gonna fucking go this route? Let's go. Like, it's just so random, but it works so well.
Yeah, because I mean, it was filmed in June, so it's in the summer that they're filming this, and to think that's like, oh well, let's do it in a way haunted mansion like, and I think it was a home run to do that, because now it's just synonymously kind of like connected to Halloween, even if they didn't even think to do that, and it was like, it's just now always kind of connected. I think that was genius.
Yeah. There's a couple of actors that might be surprising that people don't know are actually in this video. Ooh. One of them being the gentleman who played Huggy Bear on Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, really?
He is the broken down bus driver.
Yeah. Oh, that's hilarious.
That is amazing.
I thought I recognized the guy, but I couldn't place it. And I've probably only seen like 2 episodes of Starsky and Hutch, so it's like probably in the back of my head somewhere. But I was like, why does that guy look familiar?
That's so weird. And it's amazing to think about, like, how a music video can have these types of gigantic, like these bigger and interesting cameos. And when you think of music videos, I mean, the music videos that I loved as a kid were so huge, right? And now we're in a moment right now as we're doing this episode where MTV is like literally shutting down like a lot of their channels. Like, and it's such a
It's all
turn.
YouTube, man.
Yeah. But it's sad. It's super
I
sad
agree.
because it's like that's what you went to MTV for, to see music videos that have music news, all these things. And now
Yeah.
it's just like, how much does the music video really matter? I mean, at this point, it matters a lot. I mean, right?
It's kind of crazy though, because it's like, the video was so important starting in the 80s when MTV came around, where like you could have like a okay song, but if you had like a badass video that went with it, like it brings you that much higher, And like
Hmm.
I'm sure we all have in our head like these iconic music videos from our youth. And it just shows like, there was still here in the was this late 90s, was like 98, 99, somewhere around there.
97. Hmm.
Okay, somewhere in the range. It was still like, hey, like we're gonna put like big production value to make like a badass video, and it's just kind
Hmm.
of cool to see that because I feel like, to your point, Dan, MTV's dying, but even like the YouTube videos you see, you generally don't see like this kind of production value anymore, and if you do, it's obviously different nowadays. You have all these different tools you can use, so back then it was a huge production to do something like this.
Hmm. Yeah.
Joseph Kahn is such an impressive director. He was
Oh yeah.
mainly doing the hip hop videos with the fisheye lenses,
Oh
before he
really?
took
He
on
was one
this
of the
one.
big guys that did that. Okay.
Yeah, he's one of those guys like Missy Elliott and all that, right?
Yeah.
So this was a little departure for him.
Yeah.
The other celebrity I wanted to mention that is actually in the dancing scenes in a red dress in the AJ scenes.
Hmm.
AJ being what was he playing? He was playing like the Phantom of the Opera type mouse.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Anna Gunn, Skylar White from Breaking Bad
Oh shit.
Oh, that's right.
in this
Wow.
video. She's dancing. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch that again after this now.
Yeah.
That is so crazy.
That's a good insight there.
But see, that's what's amazing about some music videos at that point or in the 80s. Like a lot of these actors and actresses that like we see in these bigger things, especially like, we saw it with Courtney Cox being in the Bruce Springsteen music video, that this was a part of their whole career. And again, I don't watch a lot of music videos now, but like back then it was so amazing to see people pop up like that and be like, "Oh my God, look at
Yep.
that person," and then see them where they are now. That's a
Yep.
good get. That's amazing. Wow. So in terms of spooky, like here we are, but like in terms of also being, and Billy, before we started recording, you were saying that like you think that you're definitely much more Backstreet Boys than NSYNC. You were like, I think
Oh
Backstreet
yeah.
Boys is way better than NSYNC, and I'm
Hell
on
yeah.
that. I'm
I would
on that
agree.
train with you. I think if for me, Backstreet Boys more than NSYNC. Not that I was listening to boy bands at that point. I think I was like listening to metal anyway. But
Yeah.
like if I had to choose between them, I'm
Same.
like going Backstreet Boys.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
does this video pass the nostalgia test? Is it still good, just nostalgic, or is this something that we put on the shelf and never go back to again? Let's go, Naomi. Let's start with you.
It's still good. It's cheesy too, a little bit, like when Brian pulls that rat looking thing out of the bed and screams, and then, like it's campy, but it still looks modern enough, and the choreography is still strong. And I think most of the outfits they're wearing are still relevant. And yeah, I think the factor is there.
Absolutely. Awesome. Yeah, Billy.
I would say definitely. Like I think this is a song that's like still stuck in my head a lot for some reason. So then like to see the video and it's like an awesome, really cool video. I think it passes across the board for me. I think it's not just nostalgic. I think it's it passes the test of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. I mean, this video blows it out of the water. It's an amazing video. It's a huge production, and the song's still good. And like you said, Billy, this is a song that to me is synonymous with the Backstreet Boys. If I'm thinking about the Backstreet Boys, which is I don't know how many days, not a lot, but if
Go
they come up,
often, Dan. Don't
the-
lie.
I know it's I tell you I'm listening to Slayer, but I'm definitely listening
You're
to
going to
Backstreet
put the
Boys.
CD in after this episode. I see how it is, bro.
But this is the song that is the one that comes up for me, like in my brain.
Yeah.
It makes the most sense. And I've actually watched the Backstreet Boys documentary because it was
Oh,
a
wow.
documentary a few years ago. So it's actually really awesome and touching and heartbreaking and unbelievable. And so they talk about even making this song being like this idea of Backstreet's back. Always been there, and there was no like it's not like a comeback. They were just coming back to the U.S. or something like that.
It
They
was
were on this huge tour.
confusing for
Yeah.
the US people because they hadn't made it in the US yet.
Yeah.
They'd broken Europe and Canada, and the
Oh,
Americans are
okay.
like, they're back from where? What?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, because they'd take boy bands all over the world, and then all of a sudden they're back here, and it's like that was part of it. But yeah, no, this passes the test 100%. I mean, this is a killer video. I mean, I love this video.
Definitely.
So now we're starting down the road of some really obscure ones that I was like, because after a few like lists, I'm like looking and I'm like, oh, we've done these before. I'm done Thriller. I've done all these. So now I got to find some music and videos
Random
that were
stuff.
like there. And so the next one is Pet Cemetery by the Ramones, which, you know, really not as a Ramonesy type Ramones song. Like usually, like I think of the Ramones and it's like Blitzkrieg Bop, and it's fast and it's quick, and then it's like over real like in 2 minutes. But this song was like almost emo like, which was really interesting to me. Have you guys ever heard this? Naomi, have you ever heard this song?
Never heard it.
Never, Billy.
I've heard the song. I'd never seen the video before.
Okay, so when you saw the video for the first time, what were your first thoughts? Let's go, Naomi. What were your first thoughts? You're looking at the Ramones and you're watching this video. What was some of your first thoughts?
Well, I pictured the Ramones as a punk rock band, as they are, but there was so much synthesizer in the music that it sounded poppy, and I was like totally shocked by that. And I understand that this music video was made for Stephen King's Pet Cemetery, or at least the song was. But I don't understand.
I don't know if it
anything
was in the
lyrics.
movie or not. Yeah.
I don't understand anything that's going on. I'm trying to like connect the different scenes to each other, and like first, like, why are there pet headstones and human headstones in the same place? And why would you have to be buried in a pet cemetery in the first place? This is, I guess, if you haven't seen the movie, maybe that's why it's so.
Yeah.
What?
Have you seen the movie or read the book, Naomi?
No, have
So
not.
the concept in the book and movie is basically like there's this doctor moves into a neighborhood and there's a pet cemetery behind his house, and his neighbor tells him, hey, if you bury shit in the pet cemetery, it comes back. So the kid's cat dies and they bury the cat and it comes back, but it's not the same. It's like evil. And then his kid winds. By the way, spoiler alert here before I give it away. If you have not seen this and want to at some point, do you want me to keep going? I could stop if you think you'll ever watch it. By the way. So then his 6-year-old son runs into traffic and gets hit by a gigantic truck and dies. And his neighbor's like, don't bury him in the pet cemetery. And of course he does. And the kid comes back like a zombie and murders the mom. And like it goes all off the rails. Yeah. Yeah, it's a fucked up movie.
Pure Stephen King. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. That's why it was funny when you said, I don't know whether they're human headstones and stuff like that. And I'm like, I remember that part of Pet Cemetery where like the kid gets buried in the pet cemetery. So I was just like, okay, that makes sense. But it's so not a Ramones song, but it is at the same time. And
the point with the synths, Naomi, exactly. Like, I'm like, all right, this is like late 80s Ramones, right? I think that's like, what year did this come out, Dan? What was it? Like
yeah, no,
80s?
80, it was shot in 89. So it was in the 80s. Yeah, 89. Yeah.
Because it's very much, and also the biggest thing for me is after watching the Backstreet Boys video and watching this, I'm like, you're going from like high production value to like your drunk friend Steve like filmed it in the fucking cemetery, right?
We're gonna paint some foam gray.
Yeah.
And write some names on the shit. And then they had like this fake ass cat that they throw in at the beginning. And I'm like, is that supposed to be real?
Yeah. Yeah, like the planning process, like, hey, we're gonna get like 2 cases of beer, drive our truck down to this field, and make some, fake cemetery stuff, and you film it on your camera. Like total opposite of the Backstreet Boys video.
They made that rat look good.
It did, yeah. So the music video was filmed at Sleepy Hollow Cemetery in New York Village, shot on a cold night in January, and some of the cameos were Debbie Harry, Chris Stein of Blondie,
really?
and as well as members of the Dead Boys. So there was a lot, and this version actually was briefly shown during an episode of Beavis and Butthead. So
nice.
Which we got to do that on it. We have to do that. We have to do that soon. But yeah, it became one of the band's highest charting hit in the U.S., peaking at number 4. Yeah.
Wow.
And number 6 on the Radio Records new rock chart. However, reception for the song was not entirely positive, as it was also nominated for the now defunct Razzie Award for Worst Original Song. So it's weird. Like that makes sense though sometimes because I feel like especially with punk, it's not going to reach a lot of like it's not going to reach the charts, and especially a pop, what is it? There's going to be on the pop charts, and some of that did not, cross over. So this is like a crossover song. The video was hilarious and amazing in many different ways. It was spooky. It was Halloween. I mean, you're right. It was so cheap. It was hilarious. And seeing Joey Ramone is just so funny to see him. He's so weird looking. I love him.
He's so tall. Unless the other guys are real short, but I was just like, this guy's like stretched out real long,
I
walking.
think he's like
in his leather
6'2" or
pants.
6'3", man.
Oh
He's
no,
real
he is
big.
super tall. Yeah, I love it. And they're from Queens, so it's always fun to see people from Queens. Like, so
yeah,
to
man.
me it was like, hell yeah, Queens fucking pop, punk band. So but it definitely is also it's the last video featuring Dee Dee Ramone, who would then depart the band and be replaced by CJ Ramone. So that's, everyone's like all these Ramones are coming in and out of the band.
Yeah.
But yeah, later Ramones is very different from early Ramones. So what did you think? Like, do you think this video passes the test? Is it good? Is it still good? Is it just nostalgic, or is this one of those videos that were just like, what? Well, I don't know what they were thinking, and this should never have been created? Billy, what do you think?
I'm gonna say like I'd never seen it before. So it's hard to say is it nostalgic, but I'm gonna say, it was fine now, but I definitely put it in the era of nostalgia because it felt very dated. You could like when I'm like, when is this from? Like the late 80s? You're like, yeah, 89. So it's like, I think it's not bad. Like I wouldn't say it was good like I would with the Backstreet Boys video. So I'm gonna throw it in the nostalgic area.
Yeah, good. All right, so nostalgic for Billy. Naomi, what do you think?
I think it's crap. Like, 'cause
Love it.
I don't know. I mean, I think part of that is because I'd never seen the movie, so I don't get all the context. But
That's
like,
fair.
if I had been watching this in '89, I probably would have just been like, I'm gonna change the channel. I don't know. Like,
I love it.
I don't know. They just weren't my cup of tea anyway. So
Oh God.
No, you're totally good with that. I mean, if you've seen some of our other episodes, like that is not even close to a hot take. So we love honesty here. We love honesty.
can we
Oh,
swear on
my-
this show? I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
You're good.
What? Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't.
Wholesome.
It's yeah. You're good to go.
Oh my God, that is hilarious. It's just crap. Okay.
Love it.
So then,
Good drop.
but all right, yeah, I'm kind of on this fence. I think my love for the Ramones makes it hard for me to like do that, and I'm like, I think it's just super nostalgic in terms of what it was. It's just not my favorite Ramones song, but when I see the Ramones, it's just there's just so much warm feeling for me to hear their music. So I was like, I think it's just difficult for me, but I can agree, Naomi, too. Like I could probably be swayed to being like, let's put this in the Pet Cemetery, but then it would come back and try to kill us. So
then
I
we'd
mean,
be
we don't
fucked,
want to
yeah.
do that. Yeah.
Let's leave it in the cemetery. But hey, at least it made me go down the Ramones rabbit hole a little bit.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's
So
a good
now
rabbit
I
hole.
got
Good
to learn a
rabbit
little.
hole.
I got to learn a little bit about them because then I started going on Wikipedia and checking it out. So
Oh,
Nice.
if
There
you
you go.
definitely with the Ramones are a band that like if people are out there thinking of like what's the next thing should I listen to? If you have never listened to the Ramones, listen to the
Give it a
Ramones.
spin.
They're so fun. It's just fun and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just good rock music that we kind of need now. We need more rock music.
Agreed.
So I would say it's really good.
Hell yeah, bro.
Speaking of rock music, see that segue? We're going into Bark at the Moon by Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace, Ozzy. A great album, by the way, Bark at the Moon. One
Oh,
of my, besides Blizzard of Oz, which like, I mean, is one of the first ones by Ozzy I bought. This was the next one I bought by Ozzy. It was like always an amazing listen.
Great album. Good guitar work by Jake E. Lee, replacing Randy Rhoads. Like solid album.
Oh, poor Randy Rhoads. But yes, solid album.
Yeah.
The video to Bark at the Moon. I want to hear, Naomi, what are your thoughts? First of all, are you an Ozzy? Do you listen to Ozzy? Have you heard this song before? And
yeah,
did you know that there was a video for this?
I've never seen the video and I didn't know there was a video, but I am a fan of a few Ozzy songs. I was trying to grasp in the beginning of the story. Is he Jekyll and Hyde?
I think so.
I think
And the
so.
whole thing felt like knowing Ozzy and his history, the whole thing felt like an allegory for his life, where it's like he's like, it's like the alcoholic Ozzy and the regular Ozzy, and they're like his internal demon that he's fighting. Like the whole thing, like I couldn't get that out of my mind while watching this.
That's a great take. Yeah.
They put him in the mental institution, and he comes out at the end, and like he's supposed to be cured, and like he sees the wolf up there. It's like that's him leaving the Betty Ford clinic. Like,
Oh, is that what that is? Is a mental institution in the video?
I think so, right? Yeah,
That's what I thought it was.
that's how I took it. Because then
So
they like
he's the
hand it
only
back
one
to
who-
his wife at the end.
So is he the only one who sees this wolf?
That's a good
I
point.
guess
have
that is a
no
good question.
idea.
Yeah,
At first, I
maybe
thought
everyone has their own animal.
I'm looking at this wolf, right? And at first, I'm like, what a cool costume! Like it's done really well. But then I'm like, you're gonna spend so much money on costumes. Why is it so blurry and badly filmed? And then I thought maybe it's an awful costume, and that's why they made it blurry.
Potentially, yeah.
You know, I don't know. Is it Ozzy in the costume? It is, right?
It is, yeah. I actually saw it like after he died. I was watching a documentary, and they said that he had that costume, and for what's his second daughter's name, the one that was on the show, not Amy, the other one,
Kelly.
Yeah.
Kelly, yeah. What Kelly said for like her 5th birthday, they had a party at the house, and Ozzy came outside all drunk, wearing the Bark at the Moon costume, and
Shut
started
up.
chasing her friends around, and they all freaked the fuck out. And she was like, "Oh, Dad, that's hilarious," because she knew it was him, and her friends lost their mind.
It's fucking ridiculously scary looking.
Have you
Right?
both?
Like-
You rewatched some of the episodes of the Osbournes, right, Billy?
Oh, they're ridiculous, dude. They're even more ridiculous now, like in retrospect.
Naomi, have you seen some of them again, or watched them,
Yeah.
or remember them?
A couple recently, but I was watching it at the time. Yeah.
Nuts. I mean,
Yeah, and it's funny watching it as a dad where Ozzy just like says out loud the things that go in your head. Like there's one episode where he's like, "I love you guys, but you're all fucking nuts." And I'm like, "Oh, I think that all the time." It's just no filter.
Yeah. It was such good television.
It really was.
and it was like it was like such an unscripted reality show. Like he's like throwing garbage out and just
Cleaning up dog shit all the time.
eating burritos.
Yeah, it was great, man. It's totally ridiculous.
And then he's running around this. And
I have another question though about what's going on, because it looks like he was in a like electric chair or something. And how was he raised? They bury him, but then how is he all of a sudden alive again? And he goes from being in a coffin and then he's decayed, and then he's suddenly in a room full of light where he's like hiding from the light. I'm like, are you a vampire now?
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, that middle part was confusing as hell. I didn't know what was going on.
I was there for the guitar solo.
I'm
That
just
was
losing my
exactly,
mind. And then, that's what fixes it. They were like, "Damn, what do we do? Guitar solo. Just rip a guitar solo right in the middle of the video, and then we'll just end it. Like we'll just end this video."
I do miss 80s stylized music videos where they just highlight the shit out of the guitar solo and you see the guy just shredding. Like they don't do that even like, granted, we're talking about there's not really music videos anymore, but like just that's such like even like, hair metal bands in the 80s would have some half-ass guitar solo, and it's just like that epic shot of the guitar player like shredding. Like I miss that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Naomi, I can't answer your question because I was just as confused as you. I'm literally watching. I'm like, so he's this, now he's in a straitjacket, now he's dead, or a vampire, a zombie.
Maybe,
and now
maybe each one means what drug he's on, Dan.
that's what
yeah. And maybe the light is the hangover. And he's like hiding from it. Oh, my head hurts.
I love it. Now we're into like Dan, your English class territory. I love it. Like yes, let's go.
unpack the literary analysis. That's right, because it starts out with him running like a lunatic into the lab. Like that's my favorite part because the music starts out so crazy immediately, and then he's like, and he's just like, what is he doing? And then it's like he as the video goes on, he gets more and more inebriated and like just messed up from something. And you're right, maybe that's what it is. And then the light is the hangover. And then in the end, they're like, all right, he was able to kick all that. Let's let him loose. But then he sees his addiction behind him, and it's the wolf, and it's still there.
And then it'll take another 25 years.
We'll take another 25.
I do wonder though, like, because I thought the same thing as you, Naomi, like where the cloudy look, and I was like, were they trying to go for like that mid '80s stylized thing? Like
Mm.
it just,
Yeah, it's like, is this supposed to be like a fog machine?
yeah. Or they have a weird filter on the camera. I'm like, just shut it off, make it look clear. Like,
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
like, I
that
want
part
to
didn't
actually
work
see
for
this
me.
thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's just 80s. I mean, remember what's that video? I can't, every time I do this on the podcast, I'm about to say something and my brain just shuts off. It's that video where the kids have like light up eyes and it's just insane. I'm never going to remember. Anyway, that video also is very like soft focus. And I think even Meatloaf's videos from the 80s have like are soft focus and are
Oh yeah,
shaky
you're
and
right.
they're all over the place and everything. And I think that was just a weird 80s aesthetic that they were just
Style,
like,
yeah.
yeah, because once you get to the 90s and stuff, then everything in the 90s, I feel like what they do is they turn the camera on an angle a lot, or they do, like they come in and out. And then, like you were talking the previous thing about in the Backstreet Boys
Fisheye
video,
lens.
the fisheye lens. Right. So I
Yeah.
feel like it's just, that's it. 80s, smoky, soft focus, insanity.
People walking out in a fog in an alley.
There's always fog.
I don't remember what video. It's probably like 50 of them from the 80s. Someone's at a walk in of an alley filled with fog.
All of them. Every single
Yeah.
one of them.
In
Every single
life,
one of them.
I've never seen a foggy alley yet in life.
No, I mean maybe
isn't
it's because
one.
we don't live in London. Maybe that's our problem.
Well,
Maybe
this
that's
is,
where they are.
it's got to be. I mean, that's the same
My
thing.
guess.
When we were doing Roadhouse, though, our question was, do people really fight that much in bars? Because in that movie, it's like there are fights all the time. And I've been to many bars and I think I'd
Not
seen
that
maybe
many.
a fight or two. Yeah, not like that where people are like pulling knives and breaking furniture, but like,
Fun
yeah,
bar.
not that much fog. So, but man, this video is,
You're just
I don't
going to the
know.
right bars.
Not in the right bar.
You're in the right bars. That's,
Oh, I'm in the right bars. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, Naomi parties. Like, you're not in the right bars.
Oh, I love it.
Well, I'll show you the bars to go to. Let's go. But all right, so let's put this to the test. Bark at the Moon. Naomi, what do you think? Does it pass the nostalgia test? Is this a good video? Is it still good? Or is it just nostalgic? Or is this a video that, put on the shelf, pop culture mistake?
I thought it was kind of a pop culture mistake until you put on the analogy that this could be representing his struggle with drugs and alcohol. And then it all became clear to me through the fog. And I'm going to say, I like it.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Through the fog.
Love it.
We
Love it.
walked right through the fog for that one. Billy, what do you think?
I'm gonna say the same because when I first started watching it, Naomi, same as you, where I was like, this is crap, but I was like, nostalgic. I love the song, I love Ozzy, but as it went through and I started, I was like, oh shit, like this feels like that, metaphor for this, and I was like, all right, this is fucking cool, even though it looks cheesy. So I was like, yes, pass.
All right. I mean, I was sold second one. As soon as I saw Ozzy like fly through the door, like dressed like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, I was like, awesome. I was like, great video, love it already.
Yeah.
And as soon as he's dressed up like the wolf, I mean, to me, that's one of the funniest things. That
It's so hilarious, dude.
he is just he's a treasure, and I will miss the idea that he's never going to be able to make more music ever again.
Oh, yeah.
But like to me, this was a joy to watch. I will watch this again and probably send this to people because I just like
It's so ridiculous.
so great. It's so great.
It's awesome.
Oh my God, I love it. See, there needs to be better music video. I don't watch music videos anymore because I don't really understand what's going on. All right, so here we are.
Unanimous pass there. There we go.
Yeah.
I mean,
Barely.
Get a beer real quick.
where are you going?
Get a beer real quick. Right back.
Edit note.
So we're not live, right? No, we're not live.
No.
Don't worry, you're good company. Cheers, Naomi.
That was it? Cheers.
Yeah, right now I live in a one-bedroom apartment, so my fridge is 3 feet away.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it works out well.
Oh, I thought he was going to the washroom.
That's what I thought he said. I was like,
No, I
dude,
said
where?
I'm getting a
Like,
beer.
did you even open your pants? Like,
I'm keeping
no,
all
I
this in
should've-
now. Now that was just that long, Billy, it's all staying in.
Yeah. No, I keep forgetting that I'm using this microphone tonight, so I'm like talking as I'm walking, thinking you can hear me on this, and I was like, oh, I'm just getting a beer.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I hardly know you guys, and I'm already talking about your bathroom habits with. I'm
No,
sorry.
you're fine.
Okay.
We just, as you can see, like we keep it light. Some guy referred to us came as a guest as three knuckleheads from New York, and that's basically what it is.
Yeah. Shout out Jonathan Salemi, the director of The Last Deal. All right, so now we're at the 1998 single from the Rob Zombie album Hellbilly Deluxe, Dragula, and the music video for this. Now, Rob Zombie. I mean, this song is first of all, the song rocks for me.
Yeah,
Like
I love
as
this
soon
song.
as I heard the song again, I was like, okay, that's why I like this. Again, Billy and I talked earlier. We're like, probably White Zombie, probably way better than still better than Rob Zombie. But
Yep, agreed.
this song actually to me defines like a very like specific time period. And the fact that this song was
Senior
even
high school.
on the radio. Yeah. This song was on the radio, being played on the radio, like blows my mind to this day that
It's
this was on the
crazy.
radio, and I miss those radio days. But it is a crazy video. Now, Naomi, have you ever seen this video and or heard this song?
I know this song very well. I'd never really seen the video. Um, the one thing I was wondering is Rob Zombie. I didn't know much about him except he's become like a movie director and he does all
Yep.
this cool shit. But like he, underneath the makeup and all the dreads, he's quite an attractive man.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I could admit he's an attractive man. Yeah.
Bro
but
hugs.
okay, here's a usually when you do the,
You drop that as a good drop.
you do
Oh,
a
that's
solo
good.
album, isn't it because you're trying to do a departure from what your band does?
Yes.
Theoretically, yes.
Theoretically,
The
yes.
exact same thing. That
Yeah.
Theoretically,
That-
yes, it is.
Me and Dan were saying this earlier because I like forgot why White Zombie broke up, and I looked it up, and it's basically the fact that Rob Zombie is kind of an asshole is why they broke up. So it's basically he was like, "Fuck all you guys, I'm just gonna do the same thing by myself." Like that's
Yeah.
what it seems like it amounted to.
Yeah.
okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, this video is insane, absolutely insane. Billy, we remember seeing this video for the first time.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing in high school. I was like, "This is awesome," because it's when like he leaned heavily into like the theatrical makeup for himself, right? So he's got like the weird scars on his face and shit. Like he did it very, very heavy at the time, as opposed to Dan. Remember we saw him at Ozfest that one year where he did the stripped down set. Where it
Yeah.
was just like Rob Zombie in jeans and a t-shirt and no bullshit, like playing his set, which was cool.
Yeah.
But this was like lean heavily into like the theatrical, and then we obviously know he's a big horror fan because he's directed all these movies, and then he's bringing all these like horror characters in, and it was crazy all over the place, but it entertained me.
Yeah, no, it's entertaining. It's shocking. I mean, it's an assault of like, first of all,
Things are coming at you.
things are
Busy.
Yeah,
It's very busy.
very busy.
and when you look up what it is, it's the Munsters car, the Dragula, and it's so
Yeah.
funny because the music is so like about not that maybe I don't know, and I was like when I was doing all this research and I was all this research looking at one Wikipedia page or whatever, and I'm like, this is about a car. I'm like. Come on. I'm like, this is like Primus, like, Tom was it Johnny was a race car driver or whatever it was.
Yeah,
like
yeah. What is this actually about? Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
It's just random phrases thrown together.
Dig through the ditches and burn through the witches. Like bring things that sound evil and then just say you're doing it in your Dragula. Like it doesn't make any sense.
The lyrics are crazy if you look them up. Like it's like there's one that I thought was really funny. Where is it? It's so stupid to me. That I was here. Is this it? Oh, dead. I am the life. Dig into your skin. Knuckle crack the bone. 21 to win. What the fuck does that mean?
Exactly.
It's like it's
mean you don't know?
you're verging into System of a Down phase where like shit just makes no sense.
I love it's like dead. I am the rat. Feast upon the cat. Tender is the fur. Dying as you purr.
This all ties together with the cat in the other video and the rat in the other video.
Yeah, yeah. You're seeing
It's
the
all-
theme now, Naomi. I put it together specifically. Rat, cat, you know,
All these degrees of
You were building it up, Dan.
Pet
Good job.
Cemetery, the bunch of animals in that one. I mean,
Look at this guy.
I mean-
Deep thoughts.
deep thoughts. This is what I do. This is what I do for a living. This is why I get paid the medium bucks. The $0
Medium
to
bucks.
it. Oh my god! But it was
trying to catch your nut.
yeah.
South Park reference too. Yeah.
Love it. Love it.
But yeah, it was an amazing video to watch. Insane, and it reminds me also of his movie that he did. That wasn't like the biggest hit, and I don't think a lot of people liked it though. It's not too bad. The one about the Salem one, I think the witches one that his
The
wife
Witch Trial. I never saw that one. It was good.
It was okay. It's slow and it's actually like way more trippy than any of his other movies. It really is really weird, and it ends in like a way where it's like, what the fuck is going on? Like, but I actually don't mind it. I think it's actually well done. It's like a totally different take on like his horror, the horror genre for him. And then, he goes right back to just like straight up murder. But like that one I think is really meditative. It's really interesting. And that this video kind of reminds me of that a little bit, because of the usage of all the imagery and like how he creates those like that hallucinogenic feel of everything. So yeah, I don't know. Other thoughts about this video or anything, because it was shocking to me.
I'm really loving the big silver robot looking dude with like
Oh yeah.
it's got like a face, but he's a robot and he just keeps bashing his fist behind Rob. Like I don't
Yeah, that was
I know
good.
that robot is on the cover of the single for Dragula as well. So I don't know if it has a name or
Love it.
a purpose.
Dragula? I don't know. I think it's
Everything in the video is Dragula.
Yeah.
everything. It's like the car becomes the robot, like it's a transformer of some sort, like a very evil transformer. But this is also a song that was in the movie, the 1999 film Idle Hands, which that
was it
movie's
really?
really weird, and I really think we
That's
should
weird.
do
Is
that
that
one.
where he can't control his hands and the hands just kill people and stuff?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that in a minute.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's such a weird film. It's so 90s actually. It's right
It's
on
a
the
very
edge of
weird
the 90s.
concept too.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, but you have so many different types of clips in here. You have from, the Phantom Creeps, you have nuclear testing, you have things from odd parts of Willy Wonka, weird shots of clowns and all sorts of stuff. And so it really feels very off-putting, and not so much that the images themselves can be normal sort of on their own, but with the way he just kind of puts it together, or the way it's put together, is just very off-putting, like watching Clockwork Orange in a way, like in that
think
scene.
Yeah.
The creepiest part is the children, like the children just watching this clown,
Yeah.
and it's like their expressions are so strange and it's kind of creepy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Very creepy. I would agree.
kids are creepy.
So creepy.
Tell me about it.
Other people's kids are so creepy.
They just look at you and it's like they're thinking. They're trying to figure this out, and I don't like
Children
it.
of the Corn.
That movie's actually, I remember watching that like a bunch of years before I moved to LA, in one of our friends' houses, and wasn't good.
No, not a good movie.
I did
Good,
not
good
like
short
it.
story, not a good movie.
I was like, this is too long. Get to the corn. Get to the corn part and the killing part. Let's go. But it was just
Yep. Too much buildup.
it was too much build up for nothing. It was absolutely
Agreed.
nothing.
Agreed.
All right, so let's put this to the test. Rob Zombie's Dragula. Billy, what do you think?
I'm gonna go ahead and say it passes the test because I still watch it. I still thought it was a great video. It didn't feel dated. I thought it was good. Still like the song. So yeah, I'm gonna say it passes.
Sweet, Naomi.
I like it. It feels good.
It feels good.
It feels good.
Agreed.
Like when in the choruses, when he's behind the wheel of the car, you just feel like you're in that car with him. So
Yep. Hell yeah.
yeah, I say pass.
Nice. Yeah, and he's like ripping down the street, just like knocking people over and stuff. It's really crazy.
The children.
Yeah,
Rob
he
don't give a fuck.
He doesn't. He doesn't. No, I don't remember that Ozfest, but then that tells you what happened at Ozfest, Billy.
That was the one where I fell asleep in the sun for 2 hours and missed Iron Maiden.
Oh no.
Yeah, it was an epic fail.
Was that the one too where was it when Down was there and he was telling people to take pills?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
was a weird one.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the one where I was like, "Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll drive there. I'll drink like 4 beers real quick early in the 95-degree heat, and then I'll be fine to drive home 6 hours later." No, I passed out on the lawn, woke
Yeah.
up sunburnt with a hangover, and had to sleep it off in the car so I could drive home instead of watching Iron Maiden. So
Yeah.
don't do that at home, kids.
Did you like shotgun these beers?
Well,
Basically, I was like, okay, I'm gonna drink them real quick, real fast. I'll catch a buzz, and then it'll wear off. Dumb
yeah,
idea. Should have
we
just
went
moderated
together.
throughout the show.
Yeah, we went together. We drove, and Billy drove to Jersey, and we got there. It was like 8:30 in the morning when we got there, basically, or whatever. And
Yeah.
everyone's drinking. It's 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning, and it's a weird time to just start drinking. And then it was one of the hottest days of the summer,
It's literally
and
like 97.
and it was no shade. And yeah, I
Yeah.
remember seeing him pass out. And the horrible thing was though, he left to go into the car, and then I watch Iron Maiden. But then I remember, I'm like, wait a second, I'm supposed to find his car now. I'm like, I had no idea
By
where
yourself.
in this huge field of cars, and I don't know how I found you, bro. I really don't. I remember I found. I'm like,
It's
what?
because I had a bright red car. That's the only reason.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Oh, that was rough. That was a good time.
You need the tangent buzz right now.
Oh God, I know. I think I have
Yeah.
it. I don't know where it is. Oh, here it is. Here it is.
And that's a nostalgia test tangent.
There we go.
Yes.
All right, so we've come to the fifth video, and it's way different than all the other videos. It is where is it? It is A Nightmare on My Street by Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff. It is the third single from the DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince's second album, He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper. And the song became a crossover hit in the US, reaching number 15 on the Hot 100. The song describes an encounter with the horror film villain Freddy Krueger and was considered for the inclusion in the movie Nightmare on Elm Street 4. But the producers of the film decided against its inclusion. Now, in the beginning of the video, there is like a disclaimer that this has nothing to do with Nightmare on Elm Street, and yet it's literally Nightmare on Elm, a whole song about Nightmare on Elm Street. So it's just like, I don't know what we're doing here, Will. And so like it's really weird. Do you remember? Did you ever see this video or remember this song or anything? Naomi, did you ever see this video before?
I didn't see it before, but it's kind of unfair to the Fresh Prince because like New Line Cinema goes and sues them after they say, "Oh, well, basically let's make a video for the movie." Oh, no, we don't like it.
Yeah.
Now
We
we're
don't
gonna
like this
sue
free
you.
publicity.
Yeah. Now we're going to sue you. It's like, that seems a little unfair, but yeah.
Yeah, it was so weird to think that they would sue them and then have to put an addendum and then, yeah, I don't know. It's such a wild space. It does. I don't know what's going on really, and it's just like it creates all this like weird like mythology around it. But yeah, Bill, what about you?
You know, I do not remember seeing this video growing up. In general, like early Will Smith just doesn't generally do it for me, and the video felt very like early 90s cheesy. Like, you know, it was very cheesy. Like I would say it was almost cheesier than the Ramones video.
Yeah.
It felt very dated for me, and like the Will Smith, unless you're talking like Welcome to Miami, but like the early 90s Will Smith just never did it for me.
Best Will Smith is like Summertime Will Smith.
Yeah,
That's a good
like
one.
fun pop rap Will Smith. Like this was like, I like early 90s rap, but like this felt like the crappy poppy version of early 90s rap is what Will Smith felt like here, you know?
Yeah. Did you all catch him doing the Winnie the Poohing with just a t-shirt with no shorts or pants, like sleeping
I
on the
did
bed?
not see that, but I know the Winnie the Poohing for reference.
Yeah, and then there's a close-up of him sitting on the bed, and it's like there's no other way to say this. It's like an upskirt shot, and you just see his underwear. I'm like, what the fuck is happening here?
I did not pick up on that.
Yeah, I was like, why do I have to see this? And I'm probably the only one that's now seen this. But it was so weird of a video, actually. Like, I don't know what I think, what I feel, how I feel about it. I also don't know if it's because I don't like early rap. Like like you know what I mean? Like when I think of the hip hop that I like, we're like talking like Jada Kiss, like Styles P, Nas, DMX, like all these things like
Yeah, so it's more
Missy
like
Elliott, like
late 90s rap starting, where early 90s, late 80s, early 90s rap had a very distinct vibe. It
yeah,
was much different.
yeah, and it's like the problem is like the whole time I feel like it's like a video that's talking about like it telling a story, but it's like of everything that's happening. And then I opened the door and this guy came in, then he chased me down the hall, and then I ran in my bed.
Yep. It's exactly.
Agreed.
Their first two albums, all of their music videos were like that.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the third album where it got better.
Dan, it's like the MC Hammer video we watched a couple weeks ago for the fucking intro for his TV show. Where he's like, and I was a guy that was walking in the street and I went down. And I was like, what did he just read a script? But now I'm like, oh shit, that was just early 90s rap.
I put on those magical shoes.
Yeah. Oh, you know, it's so ridiculous. So ridiculous.
Oh God. And at some point I was just like, is this video over yet? Like as bad as like the other as crazy as some of the other videos, like the Ramones video was, like at least the song was like a song. Like, and you know, this was more like, and I have to, I think what's happening now too with the idea of Will Smith is like, I can't get the vision of him doing that freestyle that went like viral on Instagram that he recently did, which was really bad. You know what I'm talking about, Nate?
Howling at everybody. It's scary. I don't know who he is anymore.
I thought you were gonna say you couldn't get the image of him slapping Will Smith, slapping Chris Rock out of your out of your head.
That was wild because I saw that live. But like,
Same here.
I miss pre-slap Will.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly. You're like, now this poor guy, his wife is like, hey, dude, I'm sleeping with other people, and you have to deal with it. And he boiled over at the freaking Academy Awards. Like,
you're watching the when Chris is doing his comedy, and Will's just laughing away at the joke, and you see Jada just straight off, and then I'm like, so the first thing you thought you had to do is go up and hit the guy
on live television. Let me just bust him right in his fucking face. Like, Jesus, bro.
Yeah. And it's just like you see this and that's what's funny. Like, I don't know, like it's hard now to disassociate the two because it's funny, like Jazzy Jeff, like DJ Jazzy Jeff is amazing and still is. Like he's putting albums out, he mixes amazing records.
I didn't know that.
Oh, hell yeah. He does all sorts of stuff. He's, you know, he did this really cool interview on the Questlove podcast, I think. That was really cool. And Will Smith just is not, and I see this and I'm just like, man, maybe there was early like this kind of thing foreshadowing, being like, this is not gonna last. This is gonna fall apart at some point. Yeah. Like I'm just wearing a t-shirt with my underwear on, and that's weird in an '80s movie, in an '80s like music video. That's a hip hop video, but I'm like, it's not that he's not hip hop, but I'm like, he's a sort of hip hop that's very safe for kids. Like that's what he was, and this is what this is, you know.
Well,
and
Smith don't have to cuss in his rap to sell records.
No,
well,
he
fuck
doesn't.
You. I love that line. So good.
I actually got to see Jazzy Jeff last summer because he was one of the acts for the New Kids on the Block Magic Summer Tour, and then he comes back halfway through their set and does a DJ set with them. It was really sweet. It was really cool.
That's fucking cool, man. That's awesome.
How is New Kids on? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, how is New Kids on the Block?
They're always great. They're always great for a good nostalgic time, and like it's more than nostalgia for me. It's me and my friends getting together and having a great time.
That's awesome.
And they're really good to their fans. Donnie Wahlberg is
awesome.
an incredible dude. He's so good to his fans. So
he's amazing.
It's so funny that when you think that Donnie Wahlberg was in that group, and then you see him on like Blue Bloods and all these things, and it's like, but he was like popping and locking and singing and doing all this stuff. like in the early 80s. My sister was so big into New Kids on the Block. I mean, she was all about it. And it's so funny to think that he's still like doing it, and he's like he loves it. Like it's really amazing to see. Yeah. That's crazy.
He does. He really loves it, and he doesn't take anything he does for granted. And it's refreshing in a world that's so negative. What a positive dude he is. But I was going to say about Jazz. I was reading YouTube comments on this video, and I don't know if you guys caught this, but someone said Jazz's scream is the same one he used whenever Uncle Phil threw him out.
It is. It totally was.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Ah!
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, I love it. I'm your DJ now, Princey.
Yeah, that what is that? And like he's supposed to be a different monster than Freddy Krueger, obviously, because they don't want to like plagiarize the
Get
monster. But it's such a weird one. Like it's such a weird choice. Like in the beginning's weird. The whole thing's weird. They go to the. I love when he's talking about being into movies. It's like, and then we went to the movies, got some popcorn, and then we're doing.
Yeah, it's very just narrating your life.
That was I said it on the MC Hammer thing, the cartoon themes episode, which I guess will come out soon sometime. And I said like Donald Glover talks about this in his stand up. He's like back in the 80s, like they do things like I went to the hat store today and I got myself a hat. And he's like, I don't want to hear your hat song. Like I don't.
Yeah, it's very much like that. Like very descriptive, you know. And then we quickly pivoted into like, you know,
Wu-Tang
Coast. Yeah, Wu-Tang and like NWA, like, you know, very quickly pivoted.
Oh my God. Have you seen that video of like Eazy-E shooting a gun into the audience during like a live concert? Yeah, it's like during one of the things. I don't know if it was real or not, but it looked real to me. And he was just like during one of his songs, he's like right now.
And you thought getting sprayed with Fago by ICP was bad. God damn, man.
I was gonna put an ICP video on here, but I was like, no, I can't do it.
Too far.
Too far. It's just like we'll do this instead. But I don't know. I don't know how much more I have on this video. I
think I'm tapped on it.
It's a 6-minute video, by the way.
It's very long, bro. Jesus, I was like, end already, please.
Yeah.
6
way too long
minutes for a music video. I mean, look, the Backstreet Boys one is long too, but there's some shit going on.
Yeah, it's worth watching. It didn't feel like 6 minutes. I was like, fuck, dude, please end.
Yeah, they don't waste any time trying to tell you what they're doing. Like Will Smith is telling us everything. At some point, he's like, I went to sleep, I got up, I had some coffee, and then I'm here.
And a monster. Oh my God. Oh yeah, not good. Not good.
It's so crazy. Oh my God, I'm sorry. All right, so does this video pass the nostalgia test? Is it just nostalgic, or was this a pop culture mistake? Naomi, let's start with you.
It's just nostalgic. It's not something I want to watch again. It did make me miss older Will Smith, but not that old, like not that far back. Definitely did, you know, like Summertime, like I said earlier, that was the prime good DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince.
Excellent. Yeah. That is. We did that way back in the beginning of the podcast. Like we talked about that song, and that's a good one.
Song.
That's a fun song. That's a
banger,
really good
man.
one. Yeah,
Hell
absolutely. Yeah. Billy, what do you think?
I'm gonna say same thing, nostalgic, because it's, you know, I don't want to watch this again. I watched it, and it's nostalgic for like that time of you know. Not that time in rap as we just talked about, but just like that time. And same to your point, Naomi, like the Will Smith that was like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and, you know, Summertime in Miami before like, you know, the Will Smith we have now, where he was more like, it was just fun Will Smith. Like even before all this crazy stuff, he's like, now I'm a very serious actor. It's like, I kind of miss the fun Will Smith, you know? Like, bring that guy back.
I want him to do more comedies.
Yeah, like let's do some more Bad Boys movies or like Independence Day, just like, you know, like Hollywood schlock that you can just, you know, have fun watch. And you're like, this is not a great movie, but it was entertaining. That was like Will Smith to me. Then he's like, now I'm gonna do serious, and flip the switch.
He was so good in TV comedy, like he was just good for it. And then, you know, I mean, can't knock the guy for trying to do bigger and better things, but
yeah, get it.
Go Go back, Will. Go back.
Yeah, agreed.
I miss Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was one of the greatest shows. I mean, I don't know how many times I cried watching that show because there were moments between him and Uncle Phil that I just
Oh
want
yeah.
I can't watch. When I watch clips of that one scene about his dad coming back and then leaving him there and then he does that whole monologue, I can't watch that. Like I'm just
Yeah.
dying. Like I'm like that show was great and Uncle Phil was one of the best TV dads. Most of the
Oh,
time
so
TV
fucking
dads are
good.
like goofball maniacs that like life falls into their lap and they like everything is okay. But he was like one of those TV dads that just was like really
Yeah.
amazing. That and I miss
Real
that. And
talk.
rest in peace, that guy. I mean, the act. I mean, unbelievable.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a good show. Damn it.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, well, I'm gonna.
This video doesn't hold up, but that show holds up.
Oh, fuck yeah, it does.
100%. We don't even have to do it. Fresh Prince
Yeah.
holds up 100%. And for me, I'll
agree.
put it out. Maybe we'll do this one day, but like a different world. That show, just of like that was my favorite show for some reason as a kid. I would watch that all the time, and I
That was
didn't
on
know.
like it was on after something else where it was like,
Yeah.
all right,
Husband,
this is the serious show that's on now. Like,
Yeah.
it was more serious. They dealt with like real shit, you know.
Yeah, yeah. That show as a kid, when I was a kid, I didn't know because I was a stupid like child, but I didn't know that like I was like I want to go to this college, but I didn't know that it was in the HBCU, and I was just like maybe I could go or not, and I was just like
You're like,
I
"This
want
looks
to be
fun. Let's
there.
go,
This
bro."
looks I
Yeah.
was like this looks like a great place. Everyone's like friends and like doing all this stuff and like having a great
Having
time.
real
and all,
conversations though.
yeah. I'm like, is this what
Yeah.
college is like? This is awesome. And then I went to college. I'm like, this kind of sucks.
I had to
Yep.
actually do schoolwork. Oh, yeah.
What is this shit?
What was
Yeah.
it called? Hillman? It was called Hillman College?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that was a fucking great show. But anyway, so this video to me is just nostalgic, though it's right on the border for me. So I'm just like, I'm good. Maybe another 5 years, I'll like come across it again and it'd be like, oh shit, look at that, and then stop at around like a minute 5 and then like move along because that's
good
the song.
enough.
Yeah, this song really good sample. This would be really good
Yeah.
through like a mix, and it just kind of drops in, and then that's the end of that because I can't
100%, bro.
6 minute fucking video of the whole story of you watching a movie, having a nightmare, being killed in your nightmare, and then I mean, I can't deal with that. It's too much. But yeah, but so there we go. The spooky season videos. That was amazing, Naomi. That was so fun. Thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you so
on.
much.
Thank you.
Cheers
Appreciate
again.
it.
Cheers. You guys are awesome. Thanks for including.
Cheers. Thanks for
Absolutely.
coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Where is it? Here we are. All right.
Yes, there we go, Dan.
Billy,
Slow-
what was that?
Slow on the uptake. It's fine.
Naomi, tell everyone where they could get your podcast, like what you've been, what you're up to, and like where they can follow you so that, I don't know. So I'm so tired. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, podcasts are out there, Spotify, Apple Music, Stitcher, YouTube. I'm on all of those, and it's called Dope Nostalgia. So pretty simple to find. Got a fun Instagram if you like following that. And
Hell yeah.
come say hi to me. I'd like it.
Absolutely, everyone. Say hi to Naomi. Follow her on Instagram. She does have a really awesome Instagram. And just look at it. I mean, she's interviewing some amazing people. Check those episodes out. And especially if you like Ace of Base, go listen to that episode. I mean, who doesn't like Ace of Base? Come on now.
Exactly.
Exactly. Peak 90s.
Yeah.
But everyone, thank you so much for listening, for watching. Please tell us your favorite spooky season videos. If you have them, drop them in the comments. Let us know. And did we get this right? Let us know. I mean, this is our opinions, but like we told you in Happy Gilmore 2 episode, we're probably right. I mean, I don't know. So we're just gonna put it there. But everyone, thank you so much. Enjoy the spooky season and follow us across everything. And we'll see you at the next episode. Peace.
Share this episode with your friends. Subscribe and follow the Nostalgia Test podcast on YouTube, Substack, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. Send us your episode ideas and comments, or book us for podcasts and events at thenostalgiatest@gmail.com. Come hang out with us next week because you never know what pop culture will pop up on the Nostalgia Test.